So, if you couldn't already tell, I am a fan of Pokemon. My profile is a Pokemon, and you're listening to Pokemon music right now. So, how about we give every single stand in Jojolion a Pokemon typing? Starting with soft and wet, I have given it the water fighting type. You will find out later why, because spoilers. Fun is a psychic type because it attacks the victims through controlling them, which is very psychic-like. And I couldn't really think of anything for the blood part. Maybe water, but I just kept it as psychic just to be safe. California Kingbed is also psychic because it takes people's memories, which is pretty psychic-like. Born This Way is ice and steel because its ability is mainly ice, and the Motorcycle Man is made out of metal, so the steel type. Paisley Park is ghost and electric because it's really similar to Rotom, which is also ghost and electric. But even if you don't want to consider that, it does take control of electronic objects, so I think Ghost and Electric is pretty fitting. Nut King Call is a steel type because guess what? It uses nuts and bolts and screws and stuff. Shakedown Road is Grass Ghost because it mainly uses leaves as its stand ability, so grass, and Ghost because it did come from Johnny Joestar. However, if you just want to consider pure grass, that is also fine. King Nothing is dark and psychic because it's able to track its opponents down in a very psychic type way, and dark because, well, look at it. Paper Moon King is grass and normal because it uses origami, which comes from paper, which is made out of trees. Also normal because just grass doesn't fit that well, and I think adding the normal typing does make more sense. I am a rock. Man, I wonder what typing this is. So, I am a rock is a rock/steel type because, well, I'm just going to say that I made every single rock human stand a rock type as well. You know, similar to how all the fossils are also rock types. And the steel type part is because the ability has to do with, like, sticking to your opponent, which is like magnetism, which is pretty much just the steel type for Pokemon. Speed King is fire type, and I don't think I need to explain this, but fire is its ability. Next up, we have less than 5, because only less than 5% of my audience is actually subscribed to my channel, so hit that subscribe button. Doobie Wah is rock flying because it does belong to a rock human, and flying because it's literally a tornado thing. And wind is basically just flying in the Pokemon world. However, an alternate typing is just pure flying in case you don't care for the rock human stuff. Love Deluxe is normal fairy, and I had a pretty hard time thinking about this one, so I just went with normal. And a secondary fairy typing because it helps grows hair, which is a very nice thing to do. Schott Key number 1 is a pure rock type because it's literally just a rock arm. And Schott Key number 2 is rock poison because it belongs to a rock human, and also the ability just shoots out poisonous gas, but you can also consider this as pure poison for an alternate typing. Josefumi's soft and wet is water typing because bubbles, and Kira's Killer Queen is fighting and fire because it's a very strong attacking stand which uses explosions. And this is why Josuke's soft and wet is firefighting. It's like a mix of the two, and fighting makes way more of a typing for soft and wet than fire does. Vitamin C is rock dark because it belongs to a rock human, and it just has a very menacing presence, so the dark type. but an alternate typing can just be pure dark, I guess. Walking Heart is fighting steel because of the fact that it's mainly used for attacking, and steel because those heels do look very sharp. Milagro Man is Ghost Grass. Ghost because it's the spirit of a dead person, and grass because it uses money, which comes from paper, which comes from trees. I guess my Discord server can be Ghost Electric type. Blue Hawaii is just a rock type because it belongs to a rock human, and maybe Psychic because it kind of does control other people, but yeah, just rock Psychic, or if you don't care for the rock human stuff, then pure Psychic. For Doggy Style, I just chose normal because honestly, what else is it going to be? Just think about it. What else is it going to be? Now, for Brainstorm, I chose Rock and Poison. Rock because it is a rock human stand, and Poison because it's able to melt the flesh of victims, which is kind of poison-like. Doremifasolati Do is a rock ground type for the fact that it's a rock animal, and ground because it digs around in the ground, which is like its main ability. We don't really know much about the hair clip rock insect, but it is a rock insect, so we can just give it bug rock type. Ozon Baby is rock ground. Rock again because rock human, and ground I chose because nothing else really fits pressure since there's no sound type, but I just chose ground because it's good at moving the ground with pressure and all that. But if you don't care for the rock typing, then an alternate typing would be ground normal. Dr. Wu is just pure rock because not only does it belong to a rock human, but it just makes the stand user just turn into a bunch of tiny rocks. So it's just gonna be rock either way. I'd say my Twitter is probably the flying type. Awaking 3 Leaves is flying because the stand basically just forces a bunch of air into something, and air is just the flying type in Pokemon. D-do-do-do-D-da-da-da is a bug/poison type because it's a rock insect that creates asbestos, which is something that is poisonous. I guess an alternate typing could be rock poison since it is a rock insect, but you can honestly just do anything for that. Obladi Oblada is a bug rock type because not only is it a rock insect, but it's just a rock. It's a rock insect that's a rock, so bug rock. Now, Wonder of You is a bit strange because it kind of has 2 different forms, but they both have the same ability. So I guess just design-wise, this version of Wonder of You is a Ghost Dark type, and the more humanoid version of Wonder of You is a Psychic Dark type.